Yo guys, I'm gonna show you how to take your photo from this to this. Stay tuned. Yo guys, my name is Patrick Levar. I'm a mobile photographer and filmmaker, and if you guys enjoy shooting photos on your phone and editing them, you might want to consider hitting that subscribe button. Today we're going to be doing a quick little edit inside of the Polarr app. The Polarr app is a free app. It is a great alternative if you don't have the Lightroom mobile app. This is actually a really cool app that I've been using quite often and for a lot. So I really wanted to start to share with you guys some really cool quick edits that we can possibly do in this. So at the end of this video, I will also have the preset. So if you don't want to do the full tutorial, you can just log on grab the preset, throw it on your photo, and you'll be ready to go. So enough of all this jibber jabbing, let's get straight into the edit. I'm gonna jump into the adjustments here. And again, this part doesn't really matter for you guys because everybody's photo is going to be different. I shot this it was dusk, so you might have one that's bright daytime, but just basically get your image to an acceptable level. So here, I'm gonna basically go down, bring that down just a tad bit. I'm gonna add some contrast here, a little bit of contrast. Highlights, bring the highlights down just a tad bit. My shadows, it looks like it might be getting a little bit dark. Lift the shadows up. And I'll crush my blacks just a tad bit. Always subtle is better than a lot, guys, okay? And you know what? I'm gonna go back up to my exposure. I'm gonna probably bring that back up here. Let's bring it back up there. Now, I'm gonna jump into my color. Now, this is where you wanna start paying attention because of the color. So I'm not gonna do exact numbers because exact numbers I find don't really work for everybody's photo. It's just a general area. You can see the color sliders that I'm using and the general area, which will help you guys also for your photo, and you'll know how to achieve the look without just having to put in exact numbers. So I'm gonna take my vibrance here and just pump it up just a little bit. And then my saturation, I'm gonna desat just a little bit there. Okay, we might come back to that. Now let's go to the HSL. These are where we really get the look here. So I'm gonna leave my red exactly where it's at. I'll probably take the red saturation, pull that down, let's say about 10 there, a little bit there. And then let's go ahead and jump into my orange. Now the orange here, actually the yellow, well, it is orange here. We're gonna go ahead and take the hue. I'll bring the hue down to like 10 there a little bit. And then I'm gonna go here, saturation, we'll bring that also down to like 10. And we'll leave the luminous there. In the yellow here, now the yellow, we're gonna do a little bit more. We're gonna pump this all the way over to about, now you can see the look. We can start to see that look creeping in there, right? I'm gonna go to about 80-ish right there. And then on my saturation, let's kind of bring that over to 10, just a little bit there. That's 12, but it doesn't have to be exact. And then my luminance, let's bring that just kind of pumps it back up here. You can see right here, this little area right here, watch when I move the luminance, you can see it going up, right? So I'm gonna probably bring that up to like 15 or 20. We'll leave it right there. Now we'll go to the green here. In the green, check this out. We're gonna take the green hue, slide it all the way to the max, okay? And we're gonna do the same thing with the saturation, slide it all the way. There's the look starting to really creep in there here. I'm gonna go ahead and kill the camera, guys, because we don't need the camera at the moment here, okay? So what I'm also, okay, now we're on our green, right? Green luminance here. I'll probably just pump that back up just a little bit here. Maybe like right around the 50-ish there, okay? Then we're gonna go ahead and jump into our aqua. Aqua, I'm gonna knock this one down also too, all the way out. And then the saturation all the way out again. And let's bring that roughly about 50-ish, about there. Okay, then let's jump into our blue. Again, same procedure. You're gonna take all that out, kill all that out, and then again, maybe just again, let's do about 30-ish on this one here. Again, it's gonna be different for everybody's photos, but this is the general ballpark that you want to be in. Let's go to purple here. My purple, we're gonna go ahead and kill all that, and the same thing here. Let's bring that around the 30-ish. There we go. And same thing again with the pink here. Let's go to pink. Actually, we'll leave pink hue at 0. Let's kill the saturation there. That really just kind of makes the sky a little more gray here. We got that gray versus orange here. That's that look we're looking for. I like this, call this like the urban look here. And let's also go -25, -20-ish, about right around there. Okay, so let's see what we got there. Okay, you can see that. Basically, we took all that green out. and yellow out, and we just left our gray and orange here, really industrial urban look. Okay, now I'm gonna jump into toning. We won't use that. Let's go to effect. Now again, this is more towards if you want to use this on your photo. I'm gonna go dehaze just ever so slightly. Let's go about 20 on the dehaze. Fringing I'm not gonna use. I'm gonna jump into my details. Clarity, kind of pump the clarity up a little bit. Let's see there. See if we can zoom in here. We can see what clarity's doing. Look at it. See how it's all soft and then it's hard. Now I used the Pro Mist filter and an ND filter when I shot this. I used the Black Pro Mist 1/4. So my image is already fairly soft. You can see here how it's got these halos. This little soft. That's the lens here doing that effect, or the Pro Mist lens. So I'm gonna bring back in some of that sharpness here, and I'll probably bring it about almost 50, 60-ish. I'm going kind of heavy on it here. Now you can see it brought in a little bit more detail there, and you could do sharpening, but I tend to stay away from sharpening. Look at, see that? It's a little bit of difference, but I like to have that film look a little bit like it was shot on film, you know, soft, not so hard and crispy and digital. Okay, I like that there. Let's go to my curves here and make some slight adjustments on my curve here. And I'm going to bring this down just ever so slightly. One here in the middle, also for the mids, and maybe put one back here. And then I'm going to basically pull this one down here. And I'm going to take this one here, and this one, see, it really gives that flat look with the blacks here. So I'm just going to ever so slightly just bring that up just a little bit there. See, there's our before and after. Okay, I'm really liking that. Let's pull back out here and see the full image. Alrighty, good. I think I really like this here. Now what I'm going to do is add in a little bit of grain here. I like the grain look. Some people don't. It's up to you. But again, subtle. It doesn't need to be too heavy. Let's see. Yeah, I can see that. That looks good. That look good. I like that. All right. And then what I'm going to do here now, I'm going to post this on the Instagram. So I'm going to crop it, right? I'm going to jump all the way back here. Let's go ahead and hit OK on that. Let's jump into transform. And I'm going to go to my aspect ratio on the crop. And you know what? I like to just play with these and see what we can get here. Let's go to the 5:7. Ooh. Boom. I like that. We got this guy here. We got the shop here. Let's see what that's looking like here. Whoa, it's freaking out there. I don't think it likes that. Hang on. Let's see if I can crop this up. So the guy's kind of like going this direction. So I want to give him some room that way. And we got this restaurant here in the background. Let's see what this looks like. Interesting. Looks like he's looking back. It's like, okay, let's try it again. Let's go back. And let me try a different one. Let's go on the opposite side. Let's flip it. Okay. Now we get a little bit more of the image in here. And also, look, we can possibly get this guy in here like, hey, what's going on? He's looking over here. He's looking over there. What's going on here? So let's see about doing something like this here. And again, we don't really own all that. So I'm going to kind of just basically keep this restaurant here and this guy happening here. Let's go see what that looks like. I think this tells more of a story. Kind of like, what is he looking at? And what's he looking at? There's the restaurant there. This has got more of a story vibe. I think we're going to keep this frame here. And then what I also do, again, this is something you don't have to do. This is up to you. I like to put a border on it, okay? On my Instagram feed, I have a lot of them with the white border or a black border. Right now, I'm doing the white border. I do a 1-to-1 because the 1-to-1 allows me to post it to other social media platforms. For example, on my YouTube, I can post this in the YouTube one because YouTube only wants a 1-to-1 ratio. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of bring that border off like on a 4 there. So I'm thinking I'm liking this here. Look at this. I like the way the vibe is. Here's a white. Let me see what it will look like on a black background. That also works too, but for me at the moment here, just because on my Instagram feed, I have the white borders for a moment right now. So I'm going to go ahead and leave the white border. I kind of like it. It really brings out the colors a little bit more there. So I'm going to keep that there at 1-to-1 and save that. Boom. So there's our look, guys. There's the whole final look. I really like this. It looks really clean. Now we're going to save our style. This is a good way so you can save it. Maybe I shot 3 other shots this day. I'm going to save this and then quickly just add those to those photos. It's really easy. You go down to styles here. We go to basically create styles here. And you can go ahead and name it and hit save. I've already saved it, so I won't do it again here because I already have my my look that I basically did before this, just to really confirm that I can do this look again. So, but that's how you would go in there, name it, save it, and then boom, it's available. And then let's move that here. Let's go there. We're good. So again, if I go to my customs here, I can go to customs, and here it is right here, Katama Rain. That's the name of the city that I shot this in, Katama City here in Osaka, Japan, and it was a rainy day. So again, I got a bunch of other looks here. You can see it's got all my looks here saved. And all of these looks you can basically come back to at any time. Super fantastic. Alrighty guys, so I'm curious. I want to see what you guys do with this preset here. Let me know. Hit me up on Instagram. If you got any questions or anything about the app or a certain color look that you agree that you might want to see, please feel free to ask me. I'll definitely be more than happy to answer your guys' questions. So go ahead and DM me on IG and we can get into a nice little conversation. So enough of my jibber jabber. If you guys want to see another edit, I got this video here you can check out. It's also done in the Polarr app. Until next time, keep shooting, keep filming. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.